Well, joining us now live from the St Helens Darts Academy, which trained Luke as a child, is TalkTV's correspondent Nick Ellerby. Nick, good morning.
Look at that.
Morning, Rosie. Morning, Jeremy. It's not as easy as it looks, you know, but I have been getting some tips from one of Luke Littler's first coaches and mentors at the St Helens Darts Academy up here. Carl Holden is with me at the moment. So, you know, I've got a long way to go, Carl, but you had Luke Littler as a 9-year-old. Tell me about Luke at that age.
It's worth just having a look at those clips online of Bobby Charlton not only ghosting past defenders but also hammering the ball. I mean, speeds that other players just found it impossible to hit. You know, just outside Old Trafford here, there's a statue of Best Lord Charlton, that incredible era in the 60s. What do you think, you know, the fitting tribute the country could pay to Bobby Charlton following his death?
I think one of the fitting tributes that I think anyone can pay to him is just to remember him and maybe let younger fans know about him. I didn't see him play, but I know from my dad talking about him and from footage I've seen how iconic and how important he was. So I think it's always important to spread that message to younger fans and say, look, we know the modern era and everyone loves the footballers we've got today, but you need to remember what Bobby Charlton achieved. Look at what he did in the game, because I think that would be the most fitting tribute, because you can see it here at Old Trafford, there's pictures of him throughout his career and even more recently with some of the modern players. So I think if you can remind the younger fans about him, that would be a fitting tribute.
Excellent. Jay, thank you so much. The message outside here at Old Trafford, where the funeral procession will go past at 1:30, before that funeral in the cathedral at 2, on the side of the stadium reads simply, Sir Bobby Charlton, forever loved.
Spain came into this tournament surrounded by controversy. Last September, 15 Spain players went on strike, saying that their manager Jorge Vilda, who was in charge during this tournament, had kind of leading a toxic kind of situation that affected their mental health and physical health. And during the tournament, I don't know if you noticed, but the Spain players were not celebrating with their manager. He was right at the back on the podium after they won and then slunk off as well.
Yeah, they totally blanked him like he wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to step down now, but he's certainly vindicated. What he did was, 15 of those players who went on strike, he said, OK, well, we don't need you. We've got the best under-20 team in the world. Spain are under-17, under-20 champions as well. And he picked those young girls, and they were incredible yesterday. Yep. So England just beaten by the better team on the day.
Well, the problems are not just confined to summer sports, but if you look at tennis and cricket, you need a lot of money to, first of all, to play and also to train. I mean, in the report, there's one woman who has 2 young girls in the county pathway scheme, and she thinks it costs her £7,000 a month in terms of costs and also lost work time to keep these girls playing and getting to games and getting to training. So the outlay is massive. And this is huge. And if you don't have the money, you simply can't take part. And that's a huge problem.
Tell us what's to come today.
Morning, Rosie. Morning, Jeremy. I'm in the kit for you.
You got 1 minute.
I've got an apron.
Run.
I've got a headscarf.
Run!
All right, here we go. Well, 1 minute's actually enough. The race only lasts 63 seconds. Previous champ Eloise, how many times do you have to flip the pancake?
So you just flip it once at the beginning of the race and once at the end.
And running technique?
Last year I was told it's a fold and hold under the thumb. So once you've flipped it, you need to get it under your thumb.
Let's go.
He's
fold
gonna
and
win.
Hold, guys. Fold, hold.
Run, man!
Watch your back, Stuart. Stuart's about to take someone out. So basically, you can just hold it under here and leg it off. It's only 60 seconds down the road to the church. I'll see if I can beat Eloise.
Win! That's why they don't let men take part.
Well, he lost.